Welcome in PTI. I'm here with Leo and Henry. I'm Benji, and today we will be arguing who is going to win the Super Bowl next season. Leo, who do you think is going to win?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. I think it's going to be the Detroit Lions. I mean, the Detroit Lions last season, they were like 1 quarter away, as someone has previously said in a previous who knows when time. And they've also added secondary additions, which they've had issues with the past couple of years, in Terry Arnold and Ennis Ragshaw, along with trading for Carlton Davis. They also just signed Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Penei Sewell to extensions, which make sure they will stay and they will be there, and there won't be any complaining. So I think it's pretty obvious.
Well, I totally understand your reasoning, but after the end of the day, as much as I hate it, it would be really stupid to bet against the Chiefs. They have been so consistent in the playoffs, and they have the playoff experience compared to the Lions, who made it last year. But besides that, look at the past years.
That was their first time in a while for them.
Yeah, exactly. So the Chiefs have been making it consecutive years. They've won 2 in a row. So obviously that's a big deal. So at the end of the day, they have the playoff experience. They have more experience than any other team in the league, period. So I don't think there's any other reason.
Well, you could say that, but you look at when the Chiefs first won their Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes, and Patrick Mahomes hadn't really been to the Super Bowl and stuff, and they had been decent in the past couple of years, but they had never gotten to the Super Bowl. And so this year, I think Lions, I think they will make it to the Super Bowl. I think they are better than everybody else. I think they have a great coach, great mentality, and they have the best offensive coordinator in there, Ben Johnson, and they are just incredible.
Yeah, but then I want to add one more thing. When they are currently coming up, they're going to have to be going against the Chiefs, who are already a dynasty. Who did the Chiefs have?
How do we know the Chiefs will make it to the Super Bowl? Because you have to look at the AFC. The Bengals, when they're fully healthy, they've beaten the Chiefs and made it to the Super Bowl before. Last season, they didn't have Joe Burrow. This season, they have Joe Burrow. And you also have to look at the Bills. I mean, yes, they don't have any of the receivers, but Josh Allen is still Josh Allen, and the Ravens they still have a great defense. They still have Lamar Jackson. They still have everybody they need. What makes you think the Chiefs will make it to the Super Bowl?
I mean, I love Joe Burrow. I love my Ravens. I love all those guys. It's just when you take a look at the Chiefs, they have everything. Simply have everything. And they've had everything for years.
They don't really have any incredible wide receivers. Rashee Rice, who is probably going to be their best wide receiver this upcoming season, either has a warrant or has gotten arrested. I don't even know what's going on with him. And Hollywood Brown, their only decent receiver now on the roster, he drops a lot of balls. Even in his time in Baltimore. And you said you're a Ravens fan, so you have to know that.
Yeah, I am aware of that. I mean, there's probably going to be a turnaround, but I totally understand your reasoning there. With the Chiefs, I feel like the big thing is getting the practice in, getting the work in before the season starts. That'll get them fresh for the season. Honestly, if the coaches don't do their job, then I totally understand. They might have some trouble. But if the coaches do their job, I don't think there's going to be any problem for the Chiefs in the playoffs and in the regular season.
And that's it for today's episode of PTI. For my co-hosts, Leo and Henry, I'm Benji Panzer, sending it back to commercial break.